Good day, everyone! Today we're going to begin a new lesson on a very exciting and dynamic sport, track and field. Track and field is a sport that combines various athletic events, including running, jumping, and throwing. It is not only a highly competitive sport, but also a great way to improve your physical fitness. Track and field is a sport that not only challenges your physical abilities, but also teaches you valuable life skills such as discipline, perseverance, and teamwork. So get ready to lace up your running shoes because we are going to embark on an exciting journey into the world of track and field. Now let's dive into the history of athletics. The ancient Olympic Games was considered as the earliest documented athletics event and was held 4 years at Olympia, Greece in honor of Zeus, the supreme deity in Greek religion. The first games in 776 BCE featured the stadium foot race as its sole event. Running competitions were included along with 4 other main events, namely discus throw, javelin throw, long jump, and wrestling, to create the ancient Olympic pentathlon. Athletic events was also held in the other primary sports festivals that composed the Pan-Hellenic Games and later became known to Rome in 200 BCE. The Celtics served as pioneers in the stone put and weight throw competitions during the Middle Ages, which we now refer to as shot put and hammer throw events, while the Northern Europeans popularized the pole vault in the 18th century. Modern athletic competitions transpire for the first time in the 19th century, typically organized by academic institutions, military organizations, and sports clubs as tournaments between rival institutions. It was in these competitions that hurling was first introduced. Also happening during this century was the inauguration of the first national associations such as Amateur Athletic Association of England and New York Athletic Club, which organized the annual AAA championships respectively. The International Amateur Athletic Federation, or the IAAF, was established as the international governing body for athletics in the 1912, with amateurism as one of its founding principles. The 1919 South American Championships became the earliest continental track and field competition, followed by the 1934 European Athletics Championship. History was forever changed when women competed for the first time in the 1928 Summer Olympics. Moreover, major athletic events for disabled athletes were first introduced in the 1960 Summer Paralympics. Athletics gained increased exposure through television starting from the 1960s. Over half a century later, the amateurism of the sports evolved to professionalism in the late 1970s. So the IAAF renounced amateurism and changed its name into International Association of Athletics Federation. The AAAF World Championships in Athletics became a professional competition for athletes and started to give prize money for champions in 1997. In 2010, it was replaced by the flourishing IAAF Diamond League, the first ever international annual series of track and field meetings composed of events in Asia, Europe, North America, and the Middle East. Now, let's proceed to the 3 types of track and field events. First, let's go to running. So running is defined as the swiftest method for humans and other terrestrial animals to move on foot. In in sporting context, it is the fast rhythmic motion of the feet which are simultaneously above the ground at the same point in time. Competitive running is generally performed in an oval track measuring 400 meters divided into 6 to 8 lanes, following the standard width of 1.22 meters. Short distance races or sprints in 100, 200, and 400 meter dashes included in this event. Next, we go to jumping. So jumping is a method of propelling oneself off a surface upward or over a distance in a single instantaneous motion by using the muscles in the legs and feet. Competitive jumping consists of two types, one for distance or length, which is the long jump and triple jump, and other for height, which is the high jump and the pole vault. Now let's proceed to throwing. So throwing is an act of forcefully casting or launching an object from the hand throw high in the air by means of sudden forward movement of the arms and wrists. So among the 4 different performances are discus throw, hammer throw, javelin throw, and shot put. So that is the 3 track and field events. So we have the running, jumping, and the throwing. Now we move on to the track and field fallacies. I know there is a lot of false or misconception about track and field. So now let's discuss them one by one. First, we have here a lot of carbohydrates before a race gives you a competitive edge. So this is false. So carbo loading is a technique used by athletes to store up a substantial amount of glycogen or energy in muscles. However, this should not be overdone. So muscle tissues can only hold a limited amount of glycogen, and any excess simply becomes stored fat. So the next best step is to perform carbo loading a week prior to a race or a marathon. So increasing carbohydrate intake by 2 calories per day. So eating a nutritious balanced diet will suffice for anything else than a marathon. Second, we have beginning too fast during the starting run results in deceleration by the takeoff in pole vault. So this is also a false. No. So contrary to this belief, the starting run should be done in a forceful manner, accompanied by a slight forward lean, accelerating to at least 90% speed. To increase the chance of winning, run faster and move the grip on the pole to a vertical orientation. For our last fallacies we have here is releasing a discus out the back of the hand is more effective. So it is a common misconception that the discus should be released out of the back of the hand, but it is actually better to throw it over and off the index finger because more momentum is created when the throwing arm remains in an extended position until the discus is released. So throwing the discus out of the back of the hand requires a bent arm, causing a shortened lever. So hence, a right-hand thrower will spin the discus in the clockwise direction. A left-handed thrower will release the discus in counter-clockwise direction. And there you have it, class. That ends our topic for today. Thank you for joining me today in this class on athletics, track and field. I hope you find the information and discussions helpful in improving your knowledge about track and field. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something. Goodbye.